Welcome everyone to this informational video. How do I understand my energy bill? I know that's a question a lot of people have been asking lately, especially with rising costs of their energy bills. So I'm going to try to keep this very short and sweet and answer hopefully some of your guys' questions. So first of all, this is a customer's PG&E gas delivery charge section of their bill. So what we're looking at is how many therms we use. So therms, kilowatts would be electricity, therms is natural gas. Therms is going to be located on the far right-hand side. So for example, this customer used 101 therms for this billing cycle. Okay, so that kind of just tells you how much you're using on average. Now, what we're going to be talking about is gas procurement costs, because with deregulation that occurred several years ago, as a consumer, you now have a choice where you purchase your gas from. So there's companies that have become deregulated and they have the ability to purchase the gas on your behalf. PG&E will always show what they're charging for the procurement of your gas on the right side of your gas section of your bill. So for example, January is one rate and February is another rate. In most cases, it's a different rate every single month. What we have noticed is the cost has been rising, unfortunately, every single month. We just don't know what that's going to be every single month because it's based on supply and demand. So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and switch over and show you where you can find the different third-party companies out there that are licensed to offer gas or purchase the gas on your behalf. So let's go ahead and do that now. In order to find all the other companies out there that provide the core gas aggregation licensed companies, just the fastest way is to go into Google, type in core gas aggregate companies. The very top, go ahead and click on that where it says core gas aggregation service PG&E. It'll take you straight to the PG&E website where you can click on the list right here, list of core transport agents. And from here, you will get a list of about 28 other companies that are licensed to be able to purchase the gas on your behalf. Zoom Energy is a company that we're talking about here today, okay? Now, let me go ahead and look at another tab. So let me also show you where you can see all the rates from PG&E, okay? So fastest way, again, go to Google, type in PG&E gas rates finder, and you should get right here at the top, tariffs, Pacific Gas and Electric, click on that. And this will give you a rate finder for the last 8+ years, all the way from January 2015. So since we're talking about the bill that we're looking at is specific to February, we're going to go into February and you click on that, and this will give you the rates for the procurement is what we're talking about right now as far as the deregulation. That's where you have a choice. And then the transportation, which PG&E will always charge, and I'll go more into detail regarding that. And now if you're a commercial business owner or you know somebody who is, or then let me just show you, you can tab down here and you can also see that here. So for the commercial rates, the procurement is indicated here and the transportation is also indicated. And then depending on what schedule you're in, it will be indicated on your PG&E bill. Whether you're GNR1 or you're a GNR2, those rates will be indicated. And then also summer versus winter, the rates do vary depending on the season. And I can go into more detail for anybody who's interested, maybe commercial business, and want to see if we can help them there as well. So anyways, let me go back to the PowerPoint and then I can clarify further. Okay, so like I said, that's where you would find the information as far as the gas procurement costs for PG&E on previous months. Okay, so like I pulled up on the rate finder, this is where the procurement charge is located. As you can see, it's for February, 1.44538. So essentially 1.45 cents a therm is what people are paying right now for their gas for the month of February. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, well, why is there in this, for example, it's 2.48 therms, as you can see for usage one, tier one, 2.75132. What is that figure? Let me break that down for you. It's pretty simple. If you go back to the rate finder, if you add the procurement charge plus the transportation charge, so the 1.44538 plus the 1.30594, guess what? Total is 2.75132. That's where you get that total. Now, I know a lot of people are probably hitting tier 2, unfortunately, because PG&E will determine how many therms you're kind of essentially allowed to use for a billing cycle or a time period. And if you go over, you pay more. So let's look at that. So if you look at tier 2, and if you do happen to hit tier 2, which a lot of people do, you see there's a higher dollar amount. So in this case, this example, it's 4.485520 therms used at $3.13912. So again, going back to the rate finder, as you can see, the excess is 1.445, so that doesn't change. The procurement rate is still the same, plus the transportation, which is more now. So now it's 1.69374. But again, if you add those two figures together, total will be $3 and essentially 14 cents, okay, is what they're charging you. Again, that is the procurement as well as the transportation that PG&E charges, okay? So now let's look at a third-party gas provider, in this case, Zoom Energy. This is if somebody were to be a customer, in this particular case, this customer's bill. As you can see, they used 101 therms, like we showed at the very beginning slide, and they locked in at 66 cents a therm. So it doesn't matter how many therms they're using, they're going to pay a flat rate of 66 cents. So as you can see, 101 therms times 66 cents equals $66.56. Now there is a administration fee for this company of $2.99. It is charged monthly. Okay, so that makes the total of $69.55. So the question is this customer saving? Well, let's figure this out. And it's easy thing to figure out, because if you just add up the negatives, in this case, the gas procurement credits that PG&E is charging, $128.88 is what they would have charged from January period. And then for February period, they would have charged $10.06 because that's only for a few days there. So you add the two together and the total will be $138.94 is what PG&E would have charged if this customer was letting PG&E procure their gas. So let's see if this customer is saving. So like I said previously, PG&E would have charged $138.94 and Zoom Energy is charging $69.55. So this customer is saving almost $70 for this time period. It's $69.39 saved, okay? Now, what would your PG&E look like? Essentially, on the front cover of your PG&E bill, you are going to see the charges lined out, meaning PG&E is still going to charge for the delivery. Like I said, you can never, unfortunately, leave them. They're still going to man the lines and transfer the gas to your home, because essentially it would be impossible for a new company to come in and dig new trenches and put in new pipes. That would just be too expensive. So they will still charge for that. So you'll see it's lined out, okay? But you'll also see Zoom Energy or whatever third-party company you were to sign up through, you will see that charge billed as well. So you're not being double charged, you just see it separated out, where before it was all lumped together. Okay, so this is who I am. I am a personal service concierge. If you have any questions at all, if you're interested to learn more regarding Zoom and how it could benefit you, or any of the other services that I partner with, please go ahead and give me a call, send me a text, or send me an email. Hope you got some great information today, and take care and God bless.